Wuthering Waves has been on a run with some banger updates. 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.4. And with these updates, they've been improving some things, and they've been adding some great optimization, characters, regions, mechanics. But another thing I noticed is another big issue in the game. Now, the last time I made such a video was about how Verena is overpowered and all that. Now, with the addition of Shorekeeper and Cantarell, this has been smoothened out, though I still think we need some more supports and stuff, but like, it's fine, it's not a big deal. What is a big deal is this issue. This issue affects all of us, every single one, the casual, the tryhard, your mother's secret affair. It affects everyone. What am I talking about? It's the 4 stars. Yeah, those underdeveloped co-stars that never get the spotlight, except I guess a few. Why am I suddenly dissing the 4 stars? Well, let's do some counting. How many 5 stars are there in the game? Well, if you have been to 1st grade and learned numbers, 22. That's including the ones coming out in 2.4 and excluding Rover, because nobody likes Rover, except the female version. What about the 4 stars? Well, 11. So not only do we have half of the 4 stars, but they're also kind of all ass, except Sanhua and Morton Dungeon. But if you play Dungeon, please get help. It's not okay to hurt yourself like this. So why am I bitching about the 4 stars? Well, very simple. It's because my 50-50 for Zanny. How does that relate? Let me explain. Now, imagine you go for a 50-50, you decide to take part in the cock and ball torture that is the gacha, and you get your testes ripped off. And you feel like shit. You lose the 50-50. I lost my 50-50. And like, it's so sad about my... But let's say that along the way, you managed to get away with your favorite 4-star, Doe. This could help soften the blow to your face and give you a substitute for the unit you didn't get. But right now, the 4 stars make me want to rip my eyes out. Like, we don't even have a Spectral 4-star. Like, we don't. Of course, that's not a super big issue. The game's still highly rewarding with its pulls and is still way more FTP friendly than Paimon's Dungeon of Emotional Damage, but we still do need a good ratio of 4 stars and 5 stars. The last 4-star they added was Lumi in 1.4, which was 6 months ago. Damn. And you have to understand that, especially for newer players, and hell, as the game progresses, we're not going to be able to get every 5-star unit that the game introduces. So giving us a substitute 4-star unit that can do the job of the 5-star, however bad it is, it'll do the job. And that's great. It would improve the game for FTPs and also help the fan base with more characters that appeal to different people, etc. And guess what? With more characters comes more fan art. And with more fan art comes more porn. Yep, this was all a ruse just to get some more NSFW on my Twitter feed. Perfect, right? The greatest. I am a mastermind. I am like... what the fuck? But yeah, I think Wuthering Waves should focus on adding more 4 stars. Particularly, like, maybe a good ratio would be like 6 5 stars to 4 4 stars. I think that's a fairly decent ratio. A 5 to 5 would also be good, but like 4 stars don't sell as well, so I understand why they don't do it. Also, it would be great if they started adding more hot men, because like Gion's what got me hooked on the game. But look, personally, I don't really care too much. I will beat it to every single character. I don't care what Kuro adds. That being said, I would not mind some hot, black, naked, oily